Hey guys, so this is like a new week and I wanted to do like a little mini vlog. Last week I didn't do a vlog because I actually fell kind of ill and I just didn't want to like strain my voice because my um one side of my throat was hurting, so I kind of just wanted to rest my voice and stuff, so I just kind of took a break from just making content and stuff. But I'm feeling way better now, and this week will be a little different because I'm actually thinking of doing like a mini vlog. This week is a little stressful for me because I actually have exams for my summer school, so it might be a little more relaxed and more like, you know, not as rigorous as like I have to film every single day. It will just be like when I feel like filming, I will film for you guys just because I have exams this week for my summer classes. And I was actually laying low last week. I actually finished 2 books, which is great because that counts to a tally. So the first book that I finished is actually Carl's Doomsday Scenario, which is the second book in the Crawler Carl series. And honestly, I gotta say this book was so fun. It kind of was slow at times because it's kind of like world building on like more information about the dungeon and stuff, like additional information on top of the stuff that we received in book 1. I gotta say, I liked this half of the book more than the other half, which is totally okay. I still had a really good time in this book, and honestly, I rated it 4 stars on Goodreads. And it's just a great book. I love this series. I will be continuing this series. It's hectic, it's chaotic, and it's a great like brain restart book for sure. The next book that I read is actually The Mistake by Elle Kennedy, which is the second book in the Off Campus series. This is actually Logan's story, John Logan's story. As you guys probably know, I mentioned this a couple of times, but I watched the Campus series on Amazon Prime and I loved it a lot. Like, it was such a good time. And my favorite character from there was John Logan. And I was like, I cannot wait for a whole year just for his story to be told. So I decided to read the book. I gotta say, John Logan in the book is different than the TV show for sure. It was still a good book overall. It was a good time. I enjoyed it like a lot. I haven't read romance in a while. The last romance I read was at the end of 2025. I read like the Good Spirits romance book by B.K. Borson, and I loved that a lot. I gave it 4 stars, I think. Like, I really enjoyed it. And this one falls in that same category. The only thing I did not like about this book is there was a lot of like jokes that if you're not really into spice and stuff, it kind of is a little like that's a little too much. Certain parts were a little cringy, but other than that, this was a good time. I loved Grace. Grace was an amazing personality, and she kind of reminded me of myself. So, this was honestly just a great book. I really enjoyed it, and just the 2 books that I read as I was laying low last week were just amazing, and I just had a good time. So I'm really happy that I got to 2 books. One of them from my TBR and the other one because it was on my June TBR. I started it for a little challenge, but I didn't finish it in time. So a quick thing before I leave for the day, I just wanted to let you guys know that my current read is actually Until the Dragons Fly by E.J. Ashwood. I'm currently on chapter 3. I'm about 2% in. I barely read last night because I read so much of like just the past couple of days that I just needed a break. So this is actually an arc that has been given to me, which I'm so grateful for. And honestly, I can't really say too much about the book yet, but obviously it gravitated to me from dragons. The thing is, it is very, very long, and this book is coming out next week on Thursday. I might have to like speed read this probably this weekend or like next week for a couple of days just because I'm kind of busy this week because of exams and stuff. But other than that, that's all I have for this update. If there's any more updates, I will definitely update you guys.
So I kept seeing like these aesthetic videos on like Instagram where people are making like these divine drinks and they look so good. I got like a shaken espresso yesterday at Barnes and Nobles and it was so good. I loved it so much. It was like really divine. So I attempted to make one here at home and I gotta say, I just put brown sugar, vanilla extract leftover that I had, and then I just chose the espresso option on our machine, and then I just shook it up and then filled the cup with milk and just poured it on top. And I still have some left over because I think I made a little bit too much, but I couldn't fit everything in here. So, but this is so good. Okay, so I am still reading Until the Dragons Fly. I'm about 20% in. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it or if I'm just slumping. And I kind of just think I'm slumping. But I also feel like the writing in this book is just so, not to bash the author, but the writing just feels like so fan fiction. And my head just can't right now. So I either need to like read a really short book that's like a fantasy or something, or just read like a romance that's just like quick. Something to get me out of this slump because I think I am slumping and I don't feel like reading. Like I'm not in the mood to read. That's bad because I literally have so many books to get to. So I think I'm just gonna pick a book that I'm kind of like in the mood for. I'm gonna take a break I'm gonna finish this chapter. I have like 19 minutes left in the chapter and then I think I'm just gonna pick something else because I am just slumping so badly and I think I just need to cleanse my palate before I go back into this book because it's just not it for me. I know I was looking at like the reviews on Goodreads, like the people who got the arcs like me, and they were saying like the first half of this book is really slow, and I kind of feel it. Like I'm only 20% like in and only one thing happened so far. Like that's how slow it is. I know some people said a 30% is kind of like where it starts picking up, but I think I just need to read something that's a little more fast paced. Not even like on my July TBR, just something different because I'm just not vibing right now with any of this stuff. So let's see what book I pick and then I'll update you guys on the book that I picked.
So I finished the chapter that I was on until the dragons fly. I'm not gonna bash on the author because I got an arc and everything, but like it's so slow. And I think maybe that's just not what I want right now. I actually have 3 books here that I think I would like to get into. First one is Half His Age by Jeanette McCurdy. If you guys know, she actually plays Sam and Cat, and then I forget her character in iCarly. But yes, she plays one of those characters, and she actually wrote her memoir of I'm Glad My Mom Died. So this is like a different, like this is a non, like this is a fictional book that she wrote. It was pretty short. It's about 200, I think it was like 273. So that's honestly not that bad. I could probably read this in 2 sittings, like honestly. Like, yeah. So this is definitely an option. The other one is the Asperian of Blood. I actually got this as an ARC, but then since I'm in like their exclusive Discord, um, I actually got a physical copy of it, so I might read it from the physical copy. This book is actually coming out in July 21st, but the chapters are so short that I think I can like zoom through this. This actually looks really, really good. This gives me like sort of Coggan vibes. I haven't read Sword of Coggan personally, but this I like. I'm really gravitating toward like samurais and like Poppy War and stuff. So this is definitely an option. It's a little bit on the longer side. It's like 451. But since the chapters are so short, I feel like this might just be reading a really easy book for me. The next book that I actually picked up is Canon because the way these chapters are actually presented are actually almost like poems. I just like open to a random page. And I think I might start with ow. I think I might start with this one just because I've been wanting to read this book for a while. I'm like thinking about it, and honestly, like the chapters are so short, and I feel like I can zoom through this book. There's a 400 something pages, but literally some of these chapters are literally just passages, like just a page. So this might be really fun to read. I think I want to read this one. This is actually on my July TBR, so this might be something that I am excited to like. This is something I am excited to read regardless, and then we can knock another book off of the TBR. So I think I'm gonna go with this one. Just a quick little update. I've been deciding that I think I want to do Summerween, but I'll do Summerween on a different week. I think I'm gonna do it in 2 weeks. So not this week, not next week, but the following week. Just because it's a little hectic this week. I'm kind of shocked that I'm filming a vlog this week because I do have a lot of exams for my summer classes this week. So it's a little bit hectic. But yeah, so I think I'm just gonna pick up a different book. I'm gonna pick up Canon. I'm gonna read Canon, and then I'll go back to Until the Dragons Fly because I feel bad. This is an arc. I was given an arc and I want to finish it. I want to try to finish it close to the release date. I know that's a bit of a stretch since I'm picking up a different book now, but the release date for Until the Dragon Flies is July 16th. So next week, Thursday. And then the Aspirant of Blood comes out July 21st. So that's also kind of a tight fit. Ooh, the artwork in here is stunning. I might even read this next after Canon. Well, after Until the Dragons Fly. I might read this next because this looks beautiful. Yeah, like the chapters are so short. Like, this is literally a chapter. I can do that. Anyways, so this might be next. I am gonna be doing Summerween, but I'm doing it in 2 weeks. Yeah, so I don't have anything else to update you guys. If there's anything else, obviously I will update you guys. Um, it's just been a little bit slower this week just because I have exams and stuff, and I've just been in a reading slump. which is totally okay, guys. If you do not feel like reading, do not force yourself, or pick up a book that gets you out of a reading slump.
Hey guys, so actually today is Saturday and I didn't update you guys I think for like 2 days and I feel really bad. It's just been really busy. I had a lot of exams happening and stuff, so I just could not update as frequently. I gotta say, for the arc that I'm currently reading, which is Until the Dragons Fly by E.J. Ashwood, I'm actually about 48% in and I'm on chapter 35. It's getting a little bit better. The pace is slowly picking up. I think the writing is really hard for me to get through, but honestly, that's nobody's fault. It reads, not to bash the author because I am so thankful that they gave me an arc, but it feels like a little bit like the writing feels like a little bit like a fan fiction, and some sentences are amazing. I love them so much. I'm like, this is perfect. This is amazing. And then certain sentences, I'm like, but it's totally okay. Like, I'm enjoying the story, which I think is what matters. I'm enjoying the story. I just wish the few main characters had a little bit more depth. It looks like the side characters have more depth than the main characters, but that's okay. But I'm about halfway, so I am feeling a little bit better on this book than before, so that's good. So I'm just gonna have some breakfast. I have my first coffee of the day, which is just a regular hot coffee, and then I'm gonna make some breakfast, get ready, and then watch the Norway game. trick with pancakes that I saw on TikTok and I want to go ahead and try it out. It's where you take the top of a mason jar, the little jar closure thingy, and you make the pancake out of that, and then you use that to flip it. And I think my biggest problem with pancakes is I'm scared to flip it. So we're gonna go ahead and try that out.